What's up, live? What's up, live? What's up, live? We outside, baby. We outside. Feeling good outside. I said, man, let me do the live outside, man. So get some of that nature. And we talking about tonight, man. We're going on something that that's talked about a lot, man. We're talking about team building. Team building and where you find people at and how's it working. Always see if some people coming on, but that's what we're gonna talk about today. Let me get my notes together. Uh, see what we got going on, man. Uh team building, team building. All right, all right, all right. For the cleaning business owners. I'm gonna talk about how I get this team thing. You know, I could get it started off and let some people get in here, and then I get on real, get on good and start going on into it. But man, team building. How you manage a team in your cleaning business? Now, this right here, this topic right here is something I'm studying more. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for joining in. But yeah, this is something I'm start a topic I'm studying a lot more. Is team building because you can't get nowhere by yourself. Well, you don't want to get nowhere by yourself. If you have a vision and you think you can get there on your own, then I believe your vision ain't big enough. Because here's somebody you want to take with you, somebody you want to lift up, somebody, you know, somewhere there that you want to do something with. So let me see what this is. Oh, okay. Let's say hello. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Just feeding off the energy real quick. All right. So I seen this. Let me turn my comments off right quick because uh sometimes I be wanting to talk to them. Hold up. We got to do a conversation then. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. I'm going. You going to work through that now? What you mean? You working through working with people, teammates? Is that something you got going on right now? You're working with team people. I'm gonna tell you how I got into that, man. Why I'm going through that and how it actually evolved with working with multiple different teams, right? Because when I first started, man, I'm gonna tell you how it is. You first start your business and you just want anybody that can work, man. I'm telling you, when you start your cleaning company and you in there, you want to get to the next level, you're focusing on one thing and you need to do something else. And so you got somebody that's around you that you know need a job. And you're like, man, I know what I could do for them if they just come on, right? And so they jump on the team, and that's what I did at first. I know I'm just talking about me, but that's what I did. I got whoever I could work because I had a vision, and I want to show you the vision. I know I could pay okay if we just build together, right? And those people last for a little while. They last for a little while. I found myself always looking to find somebody else, and that's because I didn't vet the people out correctly. And I didn't know that until I transferred into another company that I was running. And the dynamics of running multiple companies or multiple things, it changes the way you see that first thing. All right, think about it this way. Those that have kids, if you look at your first child and you grow them up, you're different with their second child, right? At first child got a little stronger. Those that had brothers and sisters, that first child, at first mama did, daddy did something different with their first one. Then he learned something, and then the second one was a little different. That's similar to the one we're doing business. So with the team building structure, that's how I figured that part out because I was doing something that I needed to build a team to actually make it work. And so a lot of us get into our companies and get into our businesses, and as we start to grow them, we are the person that's growing them. And so you get into it, you find yourself doing it, then you look to hire somebody or put somebody in that position, and they don't do it the way you need them to do it. So you just say, I can go and go, I'm just gonna go on and do it. And then we find ourselves in this cycle of doing it over and over and over again. All right. So this is where I come from. This is the story that I'm talking about because it took me a minute to actually understand that it's all has to do with the structure. That's again, we don't have time to put the structure into it. I'm gonna tell you how we put structure into it now because technology has come around and you can actually organize things a lot better. But I'm telling you, if you don't put the structure involved and the policies in place, then everything's gonna be running all over the place. You know what I mean? So okay, hold on. What she said? April, yeah, all right, yes. Okay, all right. So the you're going through the phase with your people. Man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like I went through the phase of hiring family members. And see, my vision is for my family members to grow with me. And I know a lot of people had that vision. but it's only some of those people that's gonna grow. I had my brother on my team before, and I got him to get his own cleaning business. Now he's down, and he's giving me referrals. Right, he's down right now. He had him a car accident, but he's giving me referrals and helping me grow my business. Right, and so when you start to find people a team, you have to understand what position they play. Right, you got sometimes we can't build a team because we don't give enough information. We don't give them the vision. We want to keep everything to me. And I started showing my brother how much money we could make in Jam Pro. I was with my franchise. Everybody around me saying, "You're showing him too much. He's gonna be jealous." I can only pay him what I can pay him, but I was showing him what could be possible so that he could do what I was doing, and that's what he did. Now you got to know how to build that though, and you build it by leadership, and leadership is doing it over and over no matter who watching you with integrity, right? So as you start to build the team, now I know you want to get into policy, where we're going to put people at, but it starts with us first. It starts with where your mind is going. Do you see the vision for your company, or do you see the vision for your team? Are you seeing a vision big enough that everybody can sit up under and get up under like an umbrella? Are you conveying that vision in a way that they can feel like they have a part of it? That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some of those things that I have implemented in my company recently that had brought my companies more together. Internal communication, right? So, as I like to tell people, man, business grows 4 ways. It grows like a tree. A tree grows 4 ways, and you be like, man, hold up, how does a tree grow 4 ways? Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I like to put things together and like so you can catch the concepts, right? So you got a tree that shoots straight up. It comes straight out the ground and shoots straight up, right? It grows up, right? And then the tree spreads out, right? It grows outward. The trunk grows out, the leaves fall out, right? You see the trees behind me? They get further out, right? So it grows out. Then the roots grow deep, right? It go deep into the ground. The roots grow down. And one more thing is an internal. The rings on that tree tells how old it is. And so that internal growth of a company is really what structures the team, right? So we're going to talk about hiring the right team and creating an effective job description. Now, when I started this thing, I'm going to tell you, I was the job description. So how do I tell you what I need you to do or write it down for you when I don't have time to write it down for me? I'm just doing what I know to do. And when I put you in the building, you say you know how to clean or you know how to do what to do. I'm thinking you're gonna do what I need, what I'm doing, and I walk away. But that was wrong. That was the wrong way to do it. And I know sometimes we get into it, right? We get into it and we stuck inside the game, right? We stuck into it and our head is tunneled down. That's why you need coaches or mentors to lift you up. I mean, that's been over it and say and tell you, hey, this is what I did and this is what you don't have to do. But everybody has to go to their own mistakes, right? So I'm just teaching you from my mistakes, telling you what I did, and showing you how I came about and to the end, right? So if you stick all the way to the end, you'll see what changed, right? So uh what happened was, what was I at the story? All right, so effective job description. Okay, so I'm doing everything. I'm doing it. I'm in every building. I'm hiring people. I'm putting people to work. I don't know how to hire the right people because I'm building a company. So I'm not focusing on who to hire. I'm just trying to focus on somebody that needs a job, right? So once I get you in there, you need a job. You only need a job for a minute. Who signs up to be a cleaner, right? So I'm getting people that I don't have long-term vision. I mean, let me say it this way. I'm getting I'm getting people that don't have a long-term vision because they just need some short-term money. And a lot of time when I was hiring people, they wanted to get paid the next week, and they was in a situation that a job not gonna just get you out of. You gotta have change your mindset. You gotta be able to be up under somebody long enough so they can show you, hey, it's not how much money you make, it's how much you keep and what you do with that time in these buildings. Because see, you could go and work a job $20 an hour and you have to stay 3 hours to make $60. But you can go get in the building and you can knock that thing out 1.5 hours efficiently, make the same $60 and go do you something else. Double your money, cut your time down if you be up under the right person and think the right way, right? So that's some of the things that I was teaching my team, but I had to figure out who was the person to move up. I poured into my family first, and some of them stayed around and some of them disappeared. But the ones that stayed around, now they able to pass me back some, right? So you give for yourself to the team first. That's the first thing. And it comes from yourself. So you start learning, you start nurturing yourself, you start staying with your own true gifts, right? And then you start to pour that into your team and start accentuating what you see good in them. Um, I go off. Yeah, I go off. My people say they say I'm bipolar. That's what they say, because 1 minute I'm talking to somebody on the phone, next minute I might be losing the $2,000 contract. You know what I mean? So I'm like, wait a minute, what you did what? You know what I mean? So I know that in myself. I know that, and then I'm running real estate. I'm doing marketing and virtual assistant, and I'm helping people to grow. I'm coaching. I'm doing all this type of stuff, right? So I know I need a buffer, right? So your team has to know when you need a buffer, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. You know when you need a buffer, and you put that buffer on your team. I have a lady that's on my manager. My manager, she's better than me in that. She come up in the corporate world. She knows how to talk to people. She knows how she didn't want nobody to talk to her. And so she's in the position to actually help me in that area. So being a team, building a team is knowing what you don't know how to do. I tell people all the time, I'm not a good manager. I can tell her sometimes by managing my finances. You know what I mean? Let's just be real. Sometimes my managerial skill is not up to par. So I need to help I need to give me a manager that can manage certain things. And that's what I look for first in a teammate. I look for a manager. I look for somebody that can do some things. Now, in doing that, you sometimes find the wrong people. But that's how you find the right person. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. See, one of the things I realized as I was growing the business is a lot of things that I don't know, and I don't know it because I haven't experienced it. I just went through something right now with a property manager that I got a property manager on my property, and it didn't go well. I mean, it was going well for a time, and I didn't vet her good enough. So now I can see through that and through this other system that I'm not vetting. See, I get in a situation that I want to put somebody in position so I could go and do what else I had to do. I'm moving faster than I'm supposed to. And so it causes me to put people in position that may not supposed to be there because I'm not vetting correctly. You might be vetting with your heart. Property manager, she's starting something, I'm starting something. I want to help people build. You know that philanthropy mindset we got before we got the bread. You know what I mean? I want to help, man. I want to help my people out. Okay, well, you want to help your people out, but they don't have the mindset, and you trying to construct the mindset to help them out, and you bringing them down, and you saying they holding. I mean, you trying to pull them, and you saying they weighing you down. See, what I realized, I had to use that as resistance to bust through those people. When you in the gym, right, and you pressing, you got that resistance to build up the muscles. So the people around you that you say shouldn't go with you or should be with you are the people that you have to not bust through physically, and don't have malice. They're used in a good way to show that you really want that. I know we're talking about team building, but I want to show you how the people around you that you feel as opposition is a part of the team. Because see, in your mind, you want to win, win, win no matter what, right? You put that energy of success in all that you do. So the people that you think you're supposed to go with you, yes, it frustrates you. Yeah, but they was there to show you what you needed to learn at their lesson on them level. Who wants to go through business and don't learn nothing, don't grow? And how do you use to grow? By falling. A child learns to walk by falling, hitting his lead. Got a grandbaby in there. She trying to learn how to crawl. She up there pushing, falling on her face. She pushing, falling on her face. How many times we fall on our face so we can learn how to crawl? Right? So life is all around in building the team. And so let's talk about putting a job description down. So see, the job description is something that I did not have because I was everything. Right? I didn't take the time to write things down. I know if you following anybody or listening to anything, they'll tell you to write some down. Write the thing, your repetitive tasks down. Write the things that you do over and over and over. Write it down and then put it into a format that you can give it to people and they can reproduce it. Right? Well, well, well. I bet I got time to eat. I might have time to write down what I'm doing. Then you expect me to remember everything that I did when I walked into the building and then write it down in the car before I got to go to these 3 other buildings before I go home and cook or something like that? Well, I'm gonna get time to write it down. See, that was the problem we had until today. See, you got Chat GPT. All right, I ain't gonna go too far into that. Let's stay with me, and I'll take you all the way through that side and how that helps you out in many different ways, right? So, but you also have your phone. You walk in there, and what I do is I walk in there and say, hey, I'm in this room in this building and I video voice record myself and I walk around and I keep it, right? And so when I keep it, I use it. And now we have software to transcribe. You can transcribe it, put it in the chat GPT and get your order down for yourself. See, now it's easier and to get you some structure in your team. See, when I started off, I said the job description, start your team building because everyone on the team needs to know what they're doing. And see, when I started, I was just doing everything and I'm putting people and looking to see if somebody gonna step up. I didn't come from the corporate world. I come from the corporate setting. I didn't come, I taught myself through learning. So the experience of building a team had to come from within. I had to learn from mistakes. That's why I like talking about building the team. And see, even in my family at home, that's why I started my team first. I started my team with building with my children. See, them guys still work with me. Them guys still look up to me. See, that was my first team I had to build. A lot of times people ain't building with what God gave them to build with, and they want to build something else. But hey, that's not what I'm talking about today. We're talking about back to the team building, right? So I used to go on ZipRecruiter and Indeed and get my people. And then I used to have my interviews. And at the time, this was before COVID, right? This is before I used to have my interviews as a restaurant. And I used to get people in the restaurant. And I used to schedule somebody at 3:30, 4:30. And I used to sit there all the time and then nobody show up. Nobody show up, but one person show up. One person show up. So when it talks about your recruitment strategies, how do you get people on? Because see, now I'm learning to put them through a process. See, we need people so much that we don't want to lose them, so we don't put them to the process that they need to go through so we can keep them. Okay, we can rewind that, right? But it's what I'm saying is we don't do what we need to do to actually keep the people that's supposed to be on the team. Man, I know when they go into the army, see, I'm not an army person, but they put them through some before they join them on the team. Man, wait a minute, man. I done seen people come home for that, they couldn't make it. And see, now I'm realizing why. But that all comes with the mentality of how you grow your company. Because see, you have to get to a position where you can look at it like that. Because when you in it, man, you in it and you need somebody to get in it with you. Come on, bro, you coming? Come on, bro, let's get it, man. Let's get it. And you just gonna figure it out as you go. And that's how we build a company. Or that's just how we hustle. Just depends on where you are. Let me go back and get this right here. Y'all chime on in. I see we got some people coming in. Thank y'all for joining the live tonight. Hopefully I'm getting something going. We're gonna get into how I learned how to structure the team and what some team building strategies that I do now to get people engaged and want to stay on the team. Dude, I've just done something recently. And keep in mind that I'm dealing with younger and older crowds, and I'm dealing with 3 different teams. I got the team that's running with W.A.D.E Global. I got the team that's going over there with M&M management with my but that's just my property manager. And I have a team with ACS. So I have to figure out how to run the team. And then my cleaning company takes so much from me. So I tend to cripple my team. We talk about that too. We'll talk about that too. Let me get to some of these right here. I have 5 people and I'm trying to help I'm trying to help. I'm working with my godson, ex-husband, and friend. I try to keep the communication open. Okay, that's good. Now, you working with them, you keep the communication open. Do you use any software keep that communication open? All right. So one of the things what you working with them, you got a great team, you got a great nucleus to build on, right? And so what I'm learning now is when you got a strong small team, that's when the structures come in. That's when the principles come in. I was real big when my team is small. I was real big with using software. Like I wanted to make sure that they communicate with me on the software because I wanted to learn the software so I could run the team when I got bigger. So when you get the smaller, open communication is an amazing thing to have. What does that mean? What does it mean to have an open communication? Is it open communication on what level? Because see, too much communication could cripple a conversation. I mean, can cripple it too. I remember one of my clients that I was real good with, man. And I know this is family, so we're not talking about family and clients. I'm just throwing it out here because it came to mind. But we're real cool with this lady, man. And she knew a lot about the business. She was cool with my son, and she seen the father-son thing coming about. And it kind of brought to him because there was one time I was playing on people's emotion because I was switching from my cleaning company, from my franchise to my independent, and you take my son them around and they see the father doing with his son, and hey man, I thought that was my my USP, my unique selling proposition at the time. I'm selling with my son, and that got me good. But what happened was I got too cool with one of the people. right? And I would have open line of communication. I would talk to her about certain things and tell her about certain things that was going on. And I started to realize that made me look in brought things too close. I didn't keep it too. I didn't keep it. I looked inadequate because I didn't keep it all together as business. Let me say it that way. Keep it as business. And so I transferred that over to when I was working with my family members, right? Now I wanted to let them know how the business grow, right? I was talking to my brother, letting them know, man, look, it's check 10,000 this month. Look, man, we gonna make 15,000 this month. And then at the time, I was only paying him $10 a month, right? I mean $10 an hour. Because it was 2016, right? This is when I first started. First started. Now, $10,000 a month, those that's in the business know $100,000 business ain't really nothing. It can't really. I just talked to one of my guys the other day, and he said that he needed $4,000 to live live comfortable. $4,000 a month. And so I would say, well, then $8,333 is, that's a six-figure business. I say, well, $10,000 a business, 10,000 a month ain't no money, is it? Like, no, cause see, you need 4,000 to live off of, and you got to get your business and pay some people, unless you're gonna be doing all the work yourself. So, um, so that's what we're talking about that. But the reason why that came to mind is because I got so open with the communication. I only got open with the communication with him. Like I had cousins that was working with me. I wasn't that open with them about that. I was talking to them about because I was still trying to put the vision in him. But see, I wanted my brother to actually get the mindset. I need him to see the business. I needed them to get the vision. So if y'all get the vision, because I know y'all don't want to clean. But if my brother can see the business, then he can go ahead and jump on in and he can do his thing. And so the open line of communication with him was on the finance side. I wanted to show him that, and I'm telling you, it really, really, really was tough sometimes. I said, my brother, I mean, we got the same mama, so I had to hear some of the stuff. Mama, he paying me this and he showing me this. You know what I mean? But now he understands. Because when he got his business, he was trying to pay people $25 an hour, and he realized that he wasn't making that much profit. Because see, he was so frustrated because he had went through it. And he was like, man, I'm gonna pay them better than that. But then he realized what happened. And but man, that was funny. That was funny. uh, oh man, people joining in. Now, when people join in, that made me get in personal. Right. That's right. I appreciate you riding with me, April. April, let's go. We use group chat and Google Workspace. That's what I'm talking about. Technology, right? So I got into that. We talking about training now. Good. See, I got to get my points across, right? So training. Let's go with training. And now we're going into technology, right? Because a lot of times, listen, we in the cleaning business, and a lot of people that we work with are older people, some of them, and some of them are younger people. And so when we work with a diverse group of people, we need something that's going to communicate. Some people want to mess with on the phone. Some people want to call. Don't keep calling me. That's not going to build a good team. So don't train your team. And this is just my suggestion to call you. Use software so they could put it in there. I had to separate my phones. I had to get me two different phones because I didn't want to answer my family as a business, right? And then I got consumed into my business, and it seemed like I'm always business anyway. So, but I can put my other phone down and turn it off, right? It's better for the team that way because sometimes when I put my phone down, they learn to figure things out. Remember earlier when I said I did that? Yeah, I crippled them sometimes. So I got three different teams I'm working with. Three different teams, right? This team right here, I built with my hands. I built this company and I was down in the brick. I was doing the thing with my franchise. I was 18 builders. I'm cleaning by myself. So I know. I got to the point where when I got out the building, right? I get at the building, put somebody in, I'm losing people because my training ain't there, right? The demand that it's not there because I just know how to do it, right? So I had to learn that part. So we'll talk about training on another time. But all of these stuff, man, you learn and you grow, right? So don't allow people to exchange shortchange you or your experience, right? Because whatever I tell you and whatever somebody else tell you, you still have to experience. You got to go through your trials and tribulations too, and you have your story to tell as well. So even if I tell you don't work, this is what happened to me, and you take it, you can connect. I'm like, man, that's what Wade we're talking about. You know what I mean? And then we could connect on that level because you're gonna go through yours as well. All right, but the training part, right? So training is very, very, very vital. Now, again, in the cleaning company, they have training books. When I got with my franchise, when I did my company, I was training talk. Hey man, you do this, you do this, you do. Hey, you do this. Hey, I need you to do that. I need you to do that. Okay, did you know what the horizontal ledges is? And then I'm dipping on out. Right. I didn't know visual, no looking at it. Right. So what I do now is, this is a tip. I go in there and I have my people hold my phone, and I walk through the building and I show them. I use my scope of work. All right. And they look through my phone. I have somebody that I'm assigning the building to, or one of my managers, or my manager. He'll come through when I'm showing him the building. Or if I got my son with me, my son will go through there. Some of y'all got kids that say, hey, let me give you $10 right here. Go with mama, go with dad, and just hold the phone. Give me a vision so I can walk through this building and put it on my phone so that way you can show them the same way that I was shown. See, I wasn't doing it at first. My training wasn't like that. And see, when you grow in a company and you growing, you bubbling that thing up, you need something like that. The way the technology is now, and my mindset now, I wouldn't have lost what I lost when I was losing, because I was losing just because I couldn't do it all. I couldn't do it all. And some of us out there trying to do it all. That comes with another one. Development. How are you developing the team? So training and development go a little similar, but training is how the team develops. So it's a little different, right? So we train them. I train them. I train them verbally, and that's how I started at first. I was like, man, look, when I started bringing in software, people want to still text my phone. So the training went from, I'm hitting you back in the software. They petty. You petty. You're not listening. Hitting you back in the software. Hitting you back in the software. Because see, they didn't realize that if I let you text my text on my phone and the software ding is two different dings. I'm over here doing something with somebody else. I get the text, I run to the text, and it's something that I wanted the other ding to go with it. You know what I mean? So that's what I got to keep my sanity. Right? I told you, building the team start with self first. So I had to keep myself. So I put policies and procedures in there on the way. I didn't write them down at the time. But now I'm telling you, I can show y'all a way to get that thing down in days, and it be precise. Stay with me. I'm telling you, it's gonna be precise. It's gonna be precise. I'm working on a lot of stuff for you right now. Just being real. All right, so training, and then another thing that I do now in my meetings, I have them watch a YouTube video, right? So I'm gonna work on getting my own tutorials, because I have my own way that we clean now. ACS has their own way of cleaning. And again, you at your company do the same thing. Get your purpose, get your way of cleaning. And see, you want to train them in your way. When I started off building the team, I was showing them how I clean and telling them they'll figure out how they want to clean their way. Everybody clean different. I'm gonna show you to clean the ACS way now. I'm gonna tell you what changed my mindset. All right. And I know we're talking about team, and we're gonna segue over to having a virtual team. Virtual team, and I'm not meaning with the VAs, because I do with the virtual assistant, but I'm talking about virtual team of people in groups, like the CBN. Right, CBN. I went to that conference and I seen a guy on stage, and I was listening and I was talking. No, I was listening. I was talking to him after the thing, and he gave me a mindset of getting 5 million a year. Right, and so I thought and I felt it. And so now I came back in my whole structure of my team. I burnt my business down. I got rid of some people. I had to pull some weeds. You know what I mean? I'm outside. I'm pulling weed, throwing that stuff out there, and I'm pulling them out by the roots. Roots, however you want to say it. But you get my drift? All right. So let me go on back to some of these comments, because April, you in here talking. I cannot let you go. We use group chat and Google Space. Okay. So let's go down here. We communicate what the expectations are. And I use the scope of work as a checklist for accountability for them and to sign off the task completed. That's what I'm talking about. What software are you using, and how long have you been in business? Because that's very, very good. I'm just not getting to that now. And I use a software. So what software do you use? So we can talk about that as well, because that's amazing. That's good put together. That's real well put together. I ain't lying. That is what I do with my godson and ex-husband. Okay. I got I got two phone. I had two phones. You feel me? Come on, man. We gotta have two phones. Got one right here, one I'm recording on. Gotta have two phones. It's just a must. And then I got different notifications, because I have multiple things going on. So when my Slack is how we run my virtual company. We run virtual through Slack. So when that bing, it don't do the sweat bing. Sweat is how I monitor. See, I run that company through, but I monitor. You see the change of word? We'll get into that in a little bit. But SWEP is how I monitor my cleaning company. All right. So I trained for 30 days with the team on the site. And I also cross train so everybody knows all three of the sites. Come on now. Come on, man. Hey, you got a training course? Hey, the training course is for training course must come out. It's my first time meeting you, but this is what I do. I'm speaking like training. Man, you got this down. That's nice. How long you been in business though? That's what I really want to know. Because that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. And see, my thing is, my problem with that is I didn't have 30 days to be in the building. Cause see, I'm growing and see, it's where when we started off, I was talking about the tree grow up. See, we need to have steady growth. Sometimes too much growth can hurt you because see, if you're growing straight up, pow, 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 how do you grow out? How do you build the team outwardly? How do you grow and let the team know the 30 days? I didn't have 30 days. When I was growing at a rapid pace. I grew fast and I was in so many buildings that I didn't 30 days. I'm trying to get you in there. It's 2 days a week. I'm trying to show you a day and a half how to clean this thing so I can go take care because I'm tired. And our chips kept growing. I was just going and going and going. But that's a great idea right there. A great idea. All right. We watch your video snippet and other video. Oh, okay. So I'm in there. Whoo, I'm in there. I'm in there. No did it. No. But no, that's for real. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's good. That's good. That's good. 1 year? Get out of here. 1 year? You like, come on, girl. You ready? You ready? We ready. Hey, we ready. Yeah, you ready. Yeah, you ready. Yes, you ready. That's what live is. You got to keep it fun, man. This is business. This is what I do. I do this all the time. See, I'm all about business. I say all roads lead to real estate, right? I want all roads lead to real estate. And every time you're doing something inside your cleaning company, if you want to have passive income, or if you want to have multiple stream of income, you need to learn how to build a team. You must learn how to build a team. So I learned how to build a team because I was focusing on my cleaning company and I was inside my cleaning company and I was doing all this stuff. And then I had to figure out how to market myself. I had to figure out what else to do. I was paying a marketing company over $1,500 a month to do some SEOs and stuff like that. And then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, I said, you know what? I could create a whole marketing company, a marketing team myself with my VAs. And I had learned how to get my VAs. And so instead of me just having a cold caller, I created a marketing team. It's 13 of them, and now they do all of this. Now they run they run my real estate marketing, my real estate, social media, what else? What else? Hold on, wait a minute. Cleaning company, what else? What else? Personal brand, course building, software, workflows. I mean, automation calls. I mean, like it's so much stuff going on that's over that the teams are helping me out. And the reason why I said that is because I can help assist other people with my team, but I can also do this because I had to go overseas to build a team. Now, no longer because y'all ain't in the building. What you doing ain't in the building. No longer could I go in there, man. I do it myself. I had to listen and let and learn that, man, hold up. I got to wait till they do it. Then when I did that, I realized, wait a minute, I got to wait till they do it. So sometimes when I got in my cleaning company, me waiting to them do it cost me over $12,000. But I had to wait till they got it. Now you come to with the next one. How do you retain top talent? My team getting stronger because I'm allowing them to make mistakes. I'm allowing them to grow the same way I grew. I'm allowing them to step on top of things. Now it do cost me. But see, if you have the vision, it's mentality, not money. You got to bring people along with you on the vision. That's the team. Freedom, family, finances, and fatherhood are the things that I say my values are. Freedom, you free your mind, right? You free your mind from the old way of thinking. Now, every time somebody mess up, we think it's a mess up. But it could be a miracle inside that mess up that get them the message to take you where you want to go. I lost 12,500, and I keep saying that, and you're gonna hear me say that throughout my time on a deal that a person on my team wrote the proposal up wrong. I did the work, the proposal was up wrong, and I lost 12,000. That was the first big loss. Took it in the chin and the butt and the leg. But I kept on walking. You know what I mean? I kept on walking, just being real. And she's still with me today. But guess what she went through? Oh man, I made a mistake. I ain't gonna never make that mistake. And so now things on point. Now, I'm not saying them they make another mistake, but what I'm saying in that area, certain things you gotta build. You build with a team, right? So in the training and development stage, you allow people to make mistakes. You give them good training and instruction, and you allow them to make mistakes, and then you allow them to grow through the mistakes. That's how when I was over with my team overseas, or virtual team, I couldn't fix some of the stuff. There's so much stuff going on right now. I don't even know it all. That's another thing. Obtain the top talent. Don't want to be a know-it-all. You want some other people to know some things. I don't want to know it all. I don't want to know it all in my business. There was one point in time I wanted to know everything in my company. That's when my company was a little bit when I first started. I wanted to know how to send the invoices. I wanted to know how to write the checks. I wanted to know how to everything. I got a train coming, so bear with me. But I wanted to know it all. Now, man, what payroll we saying? Okay, we just going in. Okay, you got that? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just want to handle. I don't want to know. Right. So it's a different way that you grow, right? So to retain the top talent is allowing them to make mistakes and letting them grow. Letting them grow. That's how the team gel. Now, one of the newer things that I've done was now that I'm able to sit back and work on the team, get yourself about those that April. Let me get you some more questions with it since you here. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, I used to be a trainer for the state government. And okay. Oh, okay now. See your strong point. I feel you. I knew something going on. Let's get down to it. Yeah, I got it now. That makes sense. You know how to train. That's your background. See, that's another thing. Teammates or team members have to know each other's strengths and weaknesses. So, trainer, I'm not a trainer, right? So that's where you build a team with, right? You build a team knowing that, hey, he has this strong, so I'm weak over here. It's hard to build a team with somebody that say they're good at everything. One of the things I like to talk about a lot on my channel, and when you follow me, is where I fall short at. Because see, when I'm strong, when I'm weak, somebody else is my strength. And I ain't going to go too far, but I'm going to let you know that I got strength that's bigger than me. And so when I can be vulnerable and let somebody else know that, you know what, this is how I learned. This is where I went. This is where I come from. This is what happened. Then I get strength and they get strength. Covering it over, saying that everything is all good, that's not giving nobody strength. That's giving somebody a fake hope. Team building is a structured thought. Like you got to put things together. You got to employ different love language to different people. All right, let me break that down. All right, no did it. All right, so I'm gonna break it down. Different love languages. You got an affectionate person that may want you to come give them a hug when they come in and let them know they're doing a good job. You got somebody that is want acts of service. You want to go in there, you saying, let me help you, let me work with you, right? Let me just come in there and work. You got somebody that like gifts. Hey, here go a $25 gift card, right? That I help you. You got somebody that might just want to spend a little time. Let's go out. Let's show you that I care for you. Let's just go out and let's do this care. And then you have some people that like affirmation. Man, y'all doing a good job in there, bro. Man, I love what y'all doing. So you have to understand the team building come with learning your team and learning how they like to talk to. That love language stuff, it goes for the team as well. So advanced management strategies. So advanced management strategies. I just said earlier that I'm not a good manager, but what I am doing now is I'm learning how to build the culture of the team behind somebody that does know management. See, you have to step out the way. Lady said she is a trainer. I'm trying to train for. You know what? I'm gonna let you train, and I'm gonna go over and shut this door. I'm gonna shut the door. I don't care if I got to shut the door. She trains. That's what she do. Well, we don't want to shut the door in our own company. We want to do it all. No, that's not it. And until I realized that, and it took me doing some other things, and I realized that, and now the company is gelling together. That internal growth, that interior, that ring, how long the tree grows at the view, stay from the beginning. No, speaking too fast. Let me slow down. I get into it. It's my passion talking. I get into it. But that internal growth, the rings, how long you're gonna grow, that's what I mean. So you gotta gel with your team. You gotta let them go. You gotta learn them, you gotta let them grow. Advanced management strategies is the part of me knowing that I'm not a manager sometimes. I have too much going on. Some of us are entrepreneurs and we're not managers, but we want to manage everything. No, we're not. I'm not the trainer. I'm going over here and Go shut the door. I'm security today. You know what I mean? Or I'm just the guy just in the room because I just need to tell you that, man, what about going over to that other market? Let's go over there and try that market. We haven't tapped it over there. I might be that guy. You know what I mean? But if I'm that guy, let me be quiet and let them be them. Let them mess up. Let them. Okay, let me stop talking. I have been in business for 1 year in July, and you still with that 1 year story. Congratulate July. It's coming up. It's coming up. All right, cool, 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 cool. All right, throw them hands up. I feel you. I feel you. All right, but yeah. So April, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. I really want to get to know who you are and where your company is. So if you email me, since you've been very, very vocal, I got something to work with you on. I see if I can help out in some way. Something one of my services can actually help you out since you've been so active today. You made my live work live. And you made live in the day. That's what they say. Life is life. So you very responsive, and I really appreciate that. But again, so building on the team. Now let's go to what I'm recently doing now. So I said earlier, and I cut myself off when I was talking about get yourself some value. Now, what I would suggest, you could go in there and you could go into, and I'm gonna show you, get Chat GPT. If you don't have it, download it and say, hey, Chat GPT, I'm working on the cleaning company. Give me 15 values that the cleaning company should have that will give them to 500,000, 100,000, million, whatever, put your price on it. And that will keep them together. Just talk to it. Say it like that, right? Now, you get those 15 that it said. You look them over. You see if you like those. You might condense them to 10 or 11. This is what I did. So I condense it a little bit. Then I give them to the team. Yes, the ex-husband, the ex-husband, the stepson, all of that. Give them to everybody. Everybody pick the numbers, right? 1, 2, 5. You got them numbered. Everybody pick the number. See, this is the thing. I got people picking for reliability on my team that wasn't reliable. So the reliability is number one because everybody on my team pick reliability that's in the top. So that's what they want the company to be like. All right. So you get this whole thing down, right? And this is the tip. Glad you stay to the end. So you get the values down. You give it to them. Everybody pick their own values. Now it doesn't matter what they pick. You have already overlooked all the values. You know all them values that if you put in your company, it's amazing. So they pick them right now. You put the numbers in, and if you do it digitally, you just say, hey, upload that back in the GPT, then put everybody, this person picked 1753. This person picked bloop, 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 bloop. Put everybody number, just type it in there because you don't want to do nothing. I'm gonna show you how I did it. You put it in there and then say, give me the numbers that most of the people pick. Oh, then it spits you out. Now you're creating values for your company that everybody is for. Now you're starting to use technology and people to create something that's explosive. Don't run from that technology. I'm here to bring it to you. All right. I. Don't run from it. Don't run from it. I'm gonna bring it to you. Getting used to how the franchise pays. I'm trying to facilitate the administrative responsibilities. I'm doing more delegation. This entrepreneurship is scary for real. You're right. Today I felt like jumping. Man, I'm gonna tell you, that means you're going up and down. You were down, you feel like jumping. Hey, is you up? If you like, yes, you feel like jumping like that. Or you jumping off. Hey, either way, that's how it go. It's gonna be an up and down roller coaster. That's what's exciting about it. Right? People get on roller coasters, don't just to go up all the time. They go up to go down, and then they go back up, and then they go back down. So entrepreneurship, that ride, that roller coasters, that's what makes it so beautiful. Dude, I ain't gonna tell you that everything is roses on my end, because I started 3 companies when everybody told me I was trying to do too much, and invested in Detroit and in Nashville at the same time within 2 years of business. Man, it's killing me the next 2 years of business. I'm trying to, man, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I wasn't expecting all this to happen. But see, I like uncomfortable growth. So I put myself in uncomfortable positions so I could become better than the man I knew I could be. Oh, well, the man that I was. Because I don't even know how. You get what I mean? All right. So let me see what this is. Katia. All right. Hey there from Texas. Just getting started with residential, both, but don't really like it. I really want to get into commercial cleaning. Hey, how you doing? I hope I said the name with Katia. All right, from Texas. I'm gonna tell you something. Honestly, residential. All right, so let's talk about strategy, right? As you building your team, I'm gonna talk about team building with residential, and then I want to talk about how the strategy with residential could go, right? All right, so residential is easier to get in because we know residential. Now I connect that with when I was in the real estate, right? So y'all follow me. because I'm talking about when I was in real estate, they said when I started doing real estate, I want to do it with residential, not commercial buildings, because I know more who to put in the house. I know about a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I know about a 3 bedroom, 1 bath. Don't nobody want 1 bath, right? So I know about it. Now, when we starting off with the cleaning, getting the residential could be cool because we know how to clean it. Now, getting over it in the commercial space, that could be where you might have a hiccup because that takes a lot of following up. Now, with residential, it's easier for me to walk in and meet somebody at a networking event and they say, "Hey, I need my house cleaned," or talk to a real estate agent, because see, all roads lead to real estate. So when I'm talking to my cleaning and my cleaning company, I'm dealing with property managers, real estate agents, I'm dealing with real estate investors, those people that's close to where I'm trying to passive invest in. Okay, hold up, wait a minute. That's not what we're talking about, teams, all right? But see, that was talking about building my team, because see, I'm building my team with people that when I invested, I had a realtor already on my team because I cleaned for him and I knew some agents and all that. But okay, I thought I I got a lot to give, so I do that on purpose, is give some and take something back so we can keep on going, so I can get back focused on the cleaning company, all right? Because that's what we're talking about. But I wanted to connect that because if you see principles, right? For me, I'm studying the principles of business and certain things. I don't really have it all mapped out, but I do know I'm studying the principles. And studying the principles is this: inside of the real estate, inside of in residential, it's easier for you to get in. For me, just my thoughts. And then you can go in the commercial, and you have to learn how to follow up. See, following up is big in commercial. When I was with my franchise, they was just calling me, "Hey William, I got this. Hey William, I got this. I get William, I got this." So I was a high paid worker, and I was working for it too. I wasn't messed up with it. I was getting paid good. I was Johnny on the spot. You feel me? And so that was amazing. But then 2020 hit, COVID came through, and then I had to change. Right? I see comments coming in, but I want to stay focused. All right, so I had to change, right? But I didn't understand, I didn't know how to do in the commercial space. So what I went through, I wanted to use my franchise for my commercial marketing, and then I was going to do my own marketing inside of my residential. So what I call my low hanging fruit was apartment complexes, move in and move out clean. Apartment turnovers, you could get in really quick. To me, that's just my experience and what I've been seeing. Although I've been doing cold calling for other people, I've been having my company cold call for other people. I've been seeing apartment complexes are easy to get in. Now the problem that we have is that apartment complexes are not consistent, and it's a challenge to put a consistent workflow in there. So it keeps you to where you have to have your business structured to where you can float, or you got somebody that you could pay to float to do the building. And in the beginning stages, you don't have it like that. So you person be the float, and then it gets on your nerves, right? Now, to get somebody else inside of those buildings would be the key. Now, the reason why I say that is because with the residential, you can get more per hour. I could get in some of my residential $60 per hour, right? I'm talking bidding. So if I'm in here 3 hours, I could 60 times three, and I can get in there and knock it on out and get on the pot of there. Commercial, I got to go probably like 25, 29 an hour. And then, but it's more consistent though, right? It's more consistent. So you got your flow, your ebbs and flows in both of them. But if you want to, if you said you really like getting a commercial, if I would say go ahead and do that. Commercial is stable. Commercial is stable. Do you know what type of commercial you're looking to get into? It's different forms of commercial. So you got daycare. I tell people when I'm coaching or whatever, I tell them that to get into the commercial, that you go from to get into commercial from residential, you go into apartment complexes because you can get the amenities, right? And then you could go once a month, and that's like getting a commercial, and then you have the residential, and then you start to meeting the property managers, and then you can start moving over that way, start going to churches and things like that. Or are you going to industrial? See, what I found out is industrial buildings are like other 5-day buildings, but they in the daytime, it's oil and grease. So I'm looking to get back into those as well, because those are a little bit more profitable for us. They bigger payouts, right? 5 days a week. Then you have daycare. Daycare is a good 5 day a week too. All right, wow. All right, wow. What we wilding about? It's been a minute. It's been a long time. I appreciate. All right. Hi. She's saying hi. Okay. Hi, Aaron. Okay. They having a good conversation. Cool. I appreciate it. Love. I appreciate love on the channel. All right. I'm a realtor, and that's where I started in residential. I clean residential and commercial. agents can put commercial. Hey, you know what? That's big. See, I did that too. I did commercial and real and the same thing. And see, you're a realtor. Hey, I would have been talking. Hey, I'd have been one of your people. I'm trying to. Hey, how you doing? You need any of your turnovers clean? Yeah, we could actually get a package. That's another thing we can do. We get a package. Hey, I got a package with your turn. When you selling it, you come in with the clean package. We come and freshen it up for your buyer, and boom, there it is. Seal the deal. They get a nice fresh house with a scent clean on it. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's what my thing was, getting with the realtors, getting with the people in real estate, because I definitely passive income is that's the end for me. All right, let me see what she said. I have a medical office. I have a medical office, church, and a school. All right. So I have a medical office, church, and school. Okay, so the thing about that is the I went for a school one time. I went for a big school too, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it, and I realized why I didn't get it. I wasn't ready for it. He wanted somebody there all day at 8 in the morning. I know I didn't want to get up at 8, but I would have took it and make myself go through it and been miserable doing it. But I'm ready for it now, so I'm going back to him. Now that you said that, so I appreciate that. You brought up something that happened to me about 3 years ago, so that's cool. That's cool. You've been in business a year and then brought back something for 3 years for me. I appreciate. Oh, churches. Talk about churches. Churches. I love churches. My cleaning company is Ascent Cleaning Solutions. It talks about ascension, Jesus ascension. Now I go from here and go up, purple, royal purple and gold. So my thing is, I at the time, my belief, how I was going into it, I wanted to put a spirit that's gonna take me to the next level. And Ascent Cleaning Solution is that company. You start here and you go up, right? So I put that into it, and I go into the churches, and then I could connect. I connect the same way, and I love doing churches because see, the ROI churches are kind of good because you got your cleanable space and your measuring space is a little different. So what I mean by that is, so I measure by square foot, and I give a church a bid. But then when I go and clean, I clean the same square foot, but churches are not as dirty and they big. So I get the right machine. Like in one of my churches, I got a big, like a carpet cleaner, not carpet cleaner, it's a vacuum that looked like a lawnmower. Like we push it like that right behind it. And it clean and it put the lines in the floor and it goes right down there. While I was using the stand-up vacuum, it was taking my guy 4 hours to do it. Oh, I'm tired. Thought he was gonna work out, right? He working out like this, back and forth, tired and having to get drink. Now I got this one. He walked behind. He knocking it out in a quarter of a time, like quarter of time less. So, churches for me has been good profitability. I got one church that I'm actually doing now. About to hand over tonight. My last night going out there. One good thing too, man. Churches are good if you ever need to get back in the game and get a little bit of bread. Churches are not that hard to clean. You go in there and hey, man, look, man, I'm going to the church. Keep your mind focused when you're in the church. You listening to something. It keep you grounded if that's what your belief is. Churches is good on a lot of ways. Medical offices are good too. Medical offices, man, I'm gonna tell you about medical offices. For me, they don't get that dirty, so they get detailed. The high dusting on the top ledge, the fire extinguisher. Hold on, let me show you. Let me see if I can pull it up. This right here. See if I can pull this up. Let me see if I can pull it up. I might not can pull it up. This thing right here, let me see it. But background virtual. Boom, right here. That right there. Damn right there. Man, damn right there. People be missing them. And I be like, I took a picture of that and I said, man, you know what? I know people be missing them. You see that? That's a fire extinguisher. Don't nobody want to wipe that off. It be dust on white dust all on it. Just dust. You rub your finger on it, just be dust. But no, that's what you do in them church medical offices. So the medical office, they like the detail, the tops, those things right there. You let me see. See if I can change this back. Y'all knows I'm trying to learn how to use my software. Trying to learn how to use my software. Did I take? Okay, I'm back. Let me see. What the hell? I don't know. Okay, virtual background. Boom. All right, there we go. All right. Software. I'm learning. But no, so medical facilities and office and churches. So that's what I say about that. The package, that's a great idea. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The packages. Oh, that's that's what I'm working on right now. Some packages. So, all right. So we're in the cleaning company, but we don't have no packages. So when I walked into a building, and I got this from a client, I was doing my due diligence. I got cold callers, but I still go out there and knock on the door myself. And that's another thing. I want to let y'all know this. Those that work with me or any other person that has callers for you, it doesn't negate the fact that you still want to do your own what's working for you. Okay, because I've been working with people and I get them callers and I do things and I'm helping them grow, and then they feel that they not to do what they were supposed to do. This is an assistance of what you was already doing. You know how to grow your company. It's not no one else can grow your company but you. You have assistants that assist you in your growth, but you have to know what you want. What is working in your area? Do you know your market? It's a challenge for you having somebody way across the world to know your market better than you. Yes, they can do the research. Yes, we can pull that stuff up. Yes, we see the numbers. But if you own the boots on the ground, if you knocking on the doors, when you talking to people with your eyes and you submit that business card to the virtual to the team, they can do the follow up and the things that go by amazing. Right, so that's just a that's caveat to y'all that follow me that we work together, right? So just want to let you know that make sure that you are doing your part, because that makes the whole, it's an assistant program. It's assisting you in your backside of your company, not the boots on the ground. You still got the boots on the ground. We just can help you level your boots up a lot higher and do a little more, right? What about the between the pews? Oh my gosh, come on now. Now you know about the between them pews. Now I'm gonna tell you a couple things. Now between the pews, you gotta look back a little bit. You gotta look up on the. Now you got. Sometimes I gotta go on the other row and look down the row because it be look paper, communion cups up under there, and then in the corner up under the pews, the last company. So I got a big church. I've got a big church, right? And he got two cleaning companies, and I get in there, man. It's cobwebs up under the pews and the corner, them cobwebs up all of them. I don't know what they were doing. And I showed them. I said, man, this is your cleaning company. They only got one day a week now. So we go each week. And they was his main company. He brought us in and brought them in. That's on my YouTube channel. He brought us in and brought them in. Now they only go once a month now. He don't let it, he been having them for 17 years. So that's another thing. Churches are loyal. But they also work on the budget. So if you can fit inside the budget and you again the package. One of my thing I didn't put the package together. I want to give people what I wanted to give them. If they say they budget 1,500, give them a $1,500 package. Matter of fact, give them the 1,450 package. You ain't have one, make one. Get them within their budget, show them over deliver, then you boost them up on the extra services. Churches they get carpet clean. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Windows. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Pews upholstery. Bloop, bloop, bloop. VCT waxing. Okay, then. So you get them in there, get them under their budget, get condo, and then you say, hey, help them lift the church up. Now, don't sell them something they don't need. You sell them something they need at the price that you want to sell it to them at a fair price, because now you're inside the game. That's just a little game. I ain't gonna get too much away today. All right. All right. So yes, I want to do churches and medical offices. Okay, churches and medical offices. It is. Medical offices are kind of, like I said, it's easier. Um, I got a couple of medical offices. They are once a week. I have a dentist office. That's pretty good too. That's twice a week. I have banks. Banks are pretty good. Those are twice a week. Banks try to get twice a week. But but yeah, medical offices are good. I tell you one of the medical offices I lost. Let me talk about my losses too. I told you what I got. Let me tell you what I lost. I lost a medical office because the person that I put in the building didn't put the stuff, the recycling in the right spot. She was big on recycling, and she didn't put them in the right spot. No, that's not why I lost it. That's the camel that broke the back, though. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. It was the details. That's how I knew what to tell you when I was talking about him in the first place. So I tell you the stuff, and then I tell you, well, how do you know? I lost the contract. It's the details. It wasn't because of that fire hydrant. It wasn't because of that, because that's something that I got from just what I do. But it was because of the details. The lady that I put in there wasn't doing the details. The trash was left in one of the bathrooms one time, and we went in there and I went and rectified it. But then it's behind the doors and it's mopping the floor. Since it looks so clean, you got people that don't want to do their thing. You got to dust mop that floor anyway. Dust mop that floor anyway, because it could be something in the corner that was there, and if you still there the week after and the week after and the week after, then that means you ain't cleaning. All right, so let's see what we got here. There we got here. Oh man, they do miss them. They ain't don't they though? They do miss it though, for real though. Let's see. I went to Ned Spa and just opened and asked if we could exchange services. So you gonna barter services? That's a good thing. You're gonna change. So Ned Spa, you're gonna clean it, and so they can give you a spa. That's crafty. That's crafty. If I'm getting that right, that's crafty. I like that. I like that. Bartering is the first form of money. That's what when I studied finances, bartering was the first form of money. The reason why we got money is because the barter system. Because hey, somebody wanted this, somebody wanted this, and somebody had this, and they wanted to switch first. They was bartering, but then somebody else wanted this. Somebody else wanted the third thing, and these two had this, but this third person wanted something else, and so they said, you know what? Let's get a form of money then that this and this could be worth. And I could just give you this, you give me this, and you could take this to go get that from him. That's how money came involved. So bartering, I'm telling you, that works. That really do work. That really do work. That really do work. Oh, facials. Okay, hold up. I ain't got to that yet. Yes, I'm working on the packages. Okay, that's what we talking about, them packages. Hey, that's what I got a 7-day grow your business challenge coming out next month. So stay tuned. I'm gonna do a 7-day email challenge of growing your business. It's gonna be fun. I want to make growth fun, right? I'm getting into this I'm getting into this content, getting into the lives and getting into it out here now. And I want to make it fun, man. It's stressful enough growing a business. I want to make business cooperative and fun, right? I like to cooperate with people. Like it's nothing more rewarding than seeing other people win. Like for me, dude, I love seeing folks win, man. I love being the people that help them win too, but I love seeing folks win because when they win, it's something about me that the winning in me could connect to the winner in them. And I'm like, man, I know how they feel. Man, when you're around people that win, they love to see you win. When you're around people that you saying they are winning, they just frame it wrong. Everybody's a winner. Everybody has the potential to be winning in their life right here today. How do I know? Because I was in prison winning it every day. I used to tell them people I was joyful, and they used to tell me, "How could you be happy in prison?" I said I was joyful. I was learning. I was educating myself. I was putting my stuff in place. They said you plan to fail and you fail to plan and you plan to fail. I ain't have no failing in me. I was planning every day. I was enjoying it. Man, I came out smarter and on focus and having things well put together. Man, I was enjoying that mental growth. Now, what I say that for is because the company is just the same way. You have to enjoy the mental growth of the company, even though sometimes the physical growth of the company is not looking right. That's that internal growth and them roots going down. I've been in business for a little over 5 years, going on 6 years, I believe. And I've lost a lot of people, lost some buildings and got some buildings. I done went up with my franchise, went down, went up by myself and went back down a little bit. You know what I mean? And all of that is coming from different lessons that I'm learning in the company. First off, and we can go a little longer since I got some people in here. All right, we can go a little longer since I got some people in here tonight. But first of all, when I built the company, I built it as a person that was working in the company. Right. So when I built the company, that lady the one that was in the franchise, if you're in the franchise and you're in the franchise, you building the company in the company. I have to, or let me say need to. I like to choose my words carefully because I don't want to sound telling you what to do, but it's advantageous to focus on the backside of the building too, like the admin stuff, the stuff like that. Because what happened was when I was in the company, I was working, and then after my 2020 hit, and I started building my own company, I built it back with the working mentality. I was in there working and building it that way. I started a marketing company across seas with my virtual assistants about 2020. It's been going on about 2 years, 3 years now. I did that, and it caused me to frame my business different. If I didn't do that, I would have still built my business the same way. And a lot of people that I'm talking to right now is building their business and looking the same way. It's better to build your business with the virtual team behind you, and you can focus more on that. That's what I like. And so my whole the team, I built it and I could focus on so many more things. My heads is clear. I got this going, this going, this going. Then you got ChatGPT, you got the VAs and the AI. Oh my gosh. But that's what we wasn't talking about that today. We're talking about team building. We want about team building. Y'all pulling me out. Y'all pulling me out of my content that I'm not ready to delve into that yet. I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to show that part yet. All right. It's the med spas and for facials. Okay. Okay. All right. That makes sense then. Get the facial and then all right. All right. That's good. You got me want to barter. Let me think about who can we barter. Those are fine. Who can you what can you barter? What services can you barter? No did it. Now what services can you barter? Now for real. So as a cleaning company, right? I'm gonna tell you something. Another thing that I'm working on right now. After I left the CBN conference, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That electrified the way that I run my business. I keep saying it, and I'm gonna say that a lot of times because what happened with me is I started to have a bigger vision around people that I knew I could do it around because I knew it was some truth in the room. So I came back and but you said barter. Now the service industry for the cleaning company is grown. Wait a minute. The money for the cleaning company is made through the extra services that we give, right? So we have strategic partners that we link up with that we can offer their services, and that might be a barter. And barter my service help you, you help me, and then we can get this client. So when you said bartering service, it took my mind into how I'm strategically building partners to hit to as I take this next ascent, right? I'm strategically building partners, and we got them on the workflow. Those that know the automation, got you put the team on, put them on automation, put a workflow on it so you can stay following up. That's what we don't do. Follow up. We're not following up to build those relationships. So you put that on automation, you let that follow up, you get a text or something to say, hey, call this person, or you get a message, say call this person, or you send them an email, or you send them a text message, you get that all set up, right? So you can nurture those contacts onto contracts. It's working on the smallest level. What is this right here? Okay. Let me see. It's working. Hey, the principles. Like I said earlier, I'm studying the principles. I work on the principles on a small scale to see what works, and then I put the throttle on what works. Same way I'm doing ads. I'm running ads on a small level, and then when I see what works, I'm gonna smash the gas on it. Five. Let me see. Five. Okay, let's get a little traction. Let's go. Let's go. Run. Let me drop. Like I'm gambling. I don't really gamble, but I love business. All right, let me go on into this right here. All right, let me see. I was thinking of making an exchange of services contract. Do you think that's a good idea? An exchange of services contract. I do believe in business, it should be a contract. So let's say that. Now, when you hit me with something like that, that's brilliant to me. So it jars me like, wait a minute, hold up. What do I think? I think any idea that you put out, if you believe in it, is a great idea. Now, it's just if you're going to put the follow through behind it. And it sounds like it's something that it's very easy to do. Hey, ChatGPT, create me a contract that's exchange of services with a day spa company. I'm a cleaning company in Texas, I believe. And we're looking to give about one clean for maybe one service. Boom, boom, boom. Or we give them the deluxe package for I mean, you know what I mean? And then tailor it from there. You can do that, knock it on, get you a little bit right there and go ahead and start, right? All right, yeah. I think that's a good idea. Um, again, everything should have a contract. You are doing a great job. I like your content. It's clear, concise, and down to earth. I appreciate it. That's that. Hey, I appreciate it. I don't have nothing to say. See, that's what humbled me. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I'm not finna go, but I'm gonna tell you something real quick because I was gonna say before I go, but people would say you need to be humble about the wrong things. Like I remember when I going for the gusto, I'm going for things and I don't get it, and then you have people around you say, you talking all that stuff. God need to humble you, right? That ain't the humble that I live by. I don't do that. I knew back then there should have been some haters. When you hear people tell you should have humble about a bad thing that happened to you, that ain't the people. See, what humbles me when this come right here came. This is a humbling thing. When she said you're doing a great job, it's like your content is concise to the earth. That's the type of stuff humbles me, right? It humbles me because this is other human beings. Like these are real people. And for somebody to spend their time and listen to me and feel that way, that's humbling. You know how much things is going on in the world? You know what I mean? All right, let me see what's going on. I ain't mean to get all touchy, feel it, but I appreciate that. But back to business. Working on networking events. Just paid for my first one last night. Super excited for it. That's my guy. Hey, I'm telling you, that's gonna change you. I know already. Hey, Christian, that's gonna change you right there. The single-handed thing, the single most hand, the best thing to do in marketing for me. Say it that way. The best thing to do in marketing for me is networking. My company grows so much more in networking. And not only that, my mind grows. I say it's mentality, not money. The mindset around the people that you network around, especially if you're networking around diverse cultures. Oh my gosh. You'll start to realize that asking somebody what they do ain't bad. Like, man, I remember, man, you ask somebody what they do, people get out. Man, what you mean what I do? What is you? The police? Who are you? Man, that's what they want to know. You go in conversation that people want to talk about what they do. Man, what is it that you do? Oh, I cook this. Oh, what is it that you do? Oh, I do this. Man, it's man, I'm telling you, just get out your comfort zone, bro. Get out your comfort zone, bust down the network, dress your cell phone up, go out there and talk. And I'm gonna give you a couple of tips on networking. When you start networking, if you're not that outgoing person, which I think you might be a little bit, right? If you're not that networking person, go to different networking events, similar like the people go to the club. When you go to the club, you find out, man, she in every club. I see her everywhere, right? Every other video, you might not be old enough. I see the same. All right. So what I'm saying is people go around the same spots, right? So if you go in a networking event, you go in one time. That's what I did. I went in and I just was there. I was looking around the people, getting the atmosphere, something different from me. I was dressed pretty decent. I was going. Then I went to another one, right? I seen that. I was going in. All right, cool. I'm getting comfortable. I said, then I'm telling myself before I go on this next one, I'm gonna talk to somebody this time. I ain't talking to nobody the first two times. But see, this is all team building, right? Because see, now I'm scouting. I'm in an unfamiliar spot, so I need to figure out what's going on. I went to this time. Did I speak it into existence? I don't know. I don't know. But I talked to somebody that time because I seen them before. And then there it is, right? So that's my tips on going to networking event. Don't plan on going to the first one to change your life. And the networking event is only going to introduce you to the person that can change your life. The networking event is not the thing that changes your life. It's the person that you meet. So that means go after the one-to-ones. Go and sit down and go out to lunch. Find a reason to connect. When you first start going to networking events, you're going to just want to get people phone numbers. You're going to get people business cards because you're going to learn how to do it. You're going to get out there and share. After the fact, you're going to start picking strategic partners. That's why inside of W.A.D.E Global, if you talk to them, you want to set up a workflow for strategic partners, right? So when you start to build up in your package and you want to get your your workflows, you bring your business card in, and when they get your in the CRM, they will put in your CRM and they will tag it. If it's a strategic partner, they have a certain way that they follow up, and then they send emails, and then they'll keep it engaged. If it's a new lead, it's a certain way you follow up consistently, right? Putting a workflow together, right? And if it's you know what I mean? We'll talk more about it in the coaching call. All right, but yeah. Yeah. But that's good, bro. That's good. That's good. Yes, chat is awesome. Yes, it is. It is. It definitely is. It definitely is. Do you do Google ads for commercial cleaning? Honestly, Shiloh TV. I appreciate you checking in. I have not done Google ads. I have not done any ads. No, I haven't done ads yet. I'm doing ads next month. I'm doing ads. I've been looking at ads. I've been studying them. I've been looking at them. I've been working them. I've been looking at different ones. I wanted to know if I want to do Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Google ads. Do you know something about Google ads? Want to share something about Google ads? Because I'm very interested in learning a little bit about ads and see what somebody else knows. Because but I do know this from what I'm doing. I'm going to put a small amount on a couple of ads and see where it's going, and see a little tip about the ads on certain websites, on certain sites. See, I have virtual team, right? So I learn a lot so I can teach them on what to do. So the lady that creates the ads, she does my ads and marketing. So I had to figure out and learn what I needed her to know, right? So I taught her and I showed her that you can go in on Facebook and some of them, Facebook and I think Google maybe, and you can see what ads have been working, what ads have been running. Then you can copy that ad. Don't say the same thing, but you can see what's working, and then you can kind of run it. So we stacked up about 7 different ads to 7 different pain points, right? So we got to speak at the pain point. So I speak at the pain point to the churches, and I make an ad for that. I speak to the pain point of this person, I make an ad for that. And then what I plan on doing is putting a little $5 here on each one, see which one start to get some traction, and then putting more money on it. That way I'm not focusing on putting too much money on one thing that's not going to work. Now that's what I figured out. And hey, if you know some more, I'm willing to give, man. I'm gonna give everything I got for y'all, man. Everything I got. If it's up here, I'm gonna give it to you. All right, I'm gonna give it to you in different forms, right? I'm gonna give it to you. All right. All right, thank you for doing this live. So glad I was able to get on with you all. Thank you very much. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in. For real, for real. Hey, this is my best live. Yeah, I done had a lot of people on here, and I'm outside, so it's good. It's the atmosphere. All right, so let's see what we got going on. I'm passionate about commercial cleaning. I am passionate about commercial cleaning, but I'm having a hard time acquiring clients. What would you recommend for attracting and getting new commercial cleaning customers? All right. I'm glad you asked it. That's a great question. That's a great question. As we were talking about earlier, we're talking about when you going, I don't know how much. First of all, if I got one of my moderators, can you put the link in here, like so they can reach out to me so we can discover a consultation call, or I mean discover call or whatever. If you need one-on-one, we could talk. I no charge. We could just talk. And you could get more personal. I like doing this, right? But what do you want to do is sit in front of to get into commercial cleaning? First of all, to answer that, I would have to know where you are in cleaning at all. But if I take it that you don't know anything, then I would say start to figure out what you want to do in the commercial space. Like, do you want to go in the hospital, or do you want to what niche you want to go in, and why do you want to go in there? Then I would look to get maybe a package, or get something that you could do for them and say, hey, my name is William Wade, or get a card. My name is something I want to clean. Are you who's in charge of your cleaning? Who's in charge of your cleaning? Right now, I've heard it said that if you cannot get nowhere, go in there and do it for free. And I truly believe if you're that desperate to get in, doing a free cleaning, it's not free if you take pictures to market it. Right? You could go in there and clean somebody's bathroom, and you could take pictures to market it. Say, hey, this is the picture. This is my work. Right? And you get that, and now the clean that you've done as paid in the vision that you have for the future, and success because you want to show people your work, and you show this client your work too, and boom, there it is. I would do that if I had to. Right? I would do that if I had to, because yeah, I'm gonna get me some pictures. Another thing that I thought about doing is get you, if you don't have that going on yet, get you some pictures of cleaning up your house, clean up your bathroom. And if you can angle the picture as a commercial bathroom, then hey, maybe so. Or just go find a coffee shop to clean or something. All right. If you want to get into my way that I switched over was going into apartment complexes. As I said earlier, I went into apartment complexes looking for the amenities. Right? They have, depends on if you have money to get on things like Net Vendor and things like that. Apartment complexes have databases that they register on, right? And they use vendors. So some of those vendors cost maybe $100 a year. You have to sign up for them. So if you get one of those vendors, and then you could call those vendor lists, right? And you could call those apartments that's on the vendor list and let them know, hey, I'm gonna clean on this vendor list, and I just want to know, can I work with your amenities? Or you could say some things like that. I've seen somebody do that and got traction, right? And so I think that worked too. Man, just beat the streets. Cold call, right? I say cold call, and I say cold call because honestly, I've done it and I've gotten walkthroughs. I have a team that does it and they get walkthroughs. Now they don't get walkthroughs as good as me because the accent. But guess what? I got to keep running. I got it running. I got it running. I got it running because they do the follow-ups. They do a whole bunch of things that I'm not finna do. And then when I get one of them come through, it's a bonus. Right? It's a bonus. So everything that I have my cold caller doing is a bonus because I'm still pursuing what I've been pursuing. All right. So that's one thing that I want to talk to about people. That all right. Big Wade. What's up, my guy? All right. Freestyle 72. What you got going on, family? It was nice engaging with you too, Miss Katia. Hey man, you know what? Blessings to you and for your business. That's real. Blessings to each one of y'all business. I got 8 people on. Blessings to all y'all business and y'all endeavor. You know what I mean? They say when prayer, I say on my YouTube channel, when prayers go up, blessings come down. So I like when blessings come down. I like to be around when the blessings come down. It don't even have to hit me. It can hit one of y'all. Y'all, hey, look, if it hit one of y'all, email me, put it in the chat. Let me know y'all blessing, because I know God in the blessing business. And if I could just touch a hem of your blessing, I get one. Come on, man. Let the blessings flow. All of y'all, 9 people now. The blessings can go. Hey, I know I'm gonna be blessed. I ain't gonna lie. I got to touch. Hey, come on now. Let's not go too far. Thank you for the important information you shared with me. No problem. No problem. No problem. I appreciate y'all chiming in. I look to come back every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time and being on time. I want to be able to do more things as far as like pulling slides up and getting more engaged. I got a guy that I'm about to do a series with, and he does life insurance and stuff like that, and he has a different mindset as well. So we're gonna do a 2-part series on stuff like that, and just to bring different mindsets around, like people that I could pull their mindset to see how they go. Cause see, when I'm talking to people, I get things that come from go. When I'm talking, I get things come out of me deeper, right? I do it for me, right? I help people for me. Yeah, I'm selfish. I'm selfish. I'm selfish. When I help people for me, I'm a people pleaser. I like to please people, and I've been told that when they try to make me feel bad, they try to make me feel bad, and that's what I tell them now. Yeah, I like to please. I like to help folks. Yes, that's me. I learned how to use what people call my weakness as my strength. I like to help people out. I like to see people blessed, and I like to give people knowledge so they can take care of their family. And so, what if I like to be a people pleaser? If somebody needs help and I can help them, man, come on, man. I'm doing it. And especially if it's with knowledge, come on, man. Each one teach one. That's what they say. But hey, I'm trying to teach at least 1,000. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So do we have anything else in here? I appreciate the live, man. The love was amazing in here today. The love was amazing. I don't know if I have my people on Facebook, because I don't know if I can get in my Facebook group anymore, because I use this software and I don't know if they didn't let me in my Facebook group. But I am live on Facebook, but I just don't know if I can see the comments because it's not hooked up like it used to be. And anything else y'all want to talk about? Oh man, I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna get into some deep conversations on here now, because I just took back over managing my property. Now I'm gonna talk, and we talk about team building, and we talked about management is somebody you look at first. Now, for 2 years, I had someone managing my rental properties, and I didn't have to worry about it at all. Man, real estate is the most hands-off business that I've ever seen after I got it. Now, I almost died trying to get it. My heart was busting. I put everything on the line. But when I got it, I put a manager in place, and it's been pretty smooth, right? Recently, I've been having some issues. My tenant upstairs want to get out the lease, and he want to move, right? And that's fine. I'm gonna let him move. But then I find out that my manager ain't been doing managerial duties. That goes back to the beginning when I said I didn't vet, right? So my whole story going line, there's gonna be nothing but truth, right? I can't get nothing but truth, because that's the truth to set you free. That's what they say. So it gotta be my truth. I can't give nobody else's truth. I can't give what I heard somebody say. I can hear what they say, but if I don't run it through my experience, I can't actually give it to you like that, because it's not my truth. So I did that, and man, I just got a lot to show. So I've taken back over my thing. I'm gonna manage it, and I'm gonna manage it through my virtual assistant company. All right, I'm gonna manage it through my virtual assistant company. I'm gonna manage everything I do is going through this one-way global company, and I want to share that with y'all. That's gonna be my thing, man. Wait, when I get what I got going for y'all, I'm gonna share y'all how y'all can do the same thing. Put you a system in place to have everything running for you that you want to do. Multiple streams of income start with multiple people working, multiple teams working in unison. I say wishing I ain't doing enough. If you like the content that I put up, hit the subscribe button. There's a bell to be notified every time I put a video up. I say shit, I'm in it like I'm in a video, ain't it? Hey, I'm practicing. Hey, one more thing before I go. Y'all practicing y'all pitch? Okay. Don't worry about it. Y'all know what the pitch is? We talk about it another time. All right. I gotta go. I'm gone, man. All right, peace.